What is the first rule of Fight Club? We don't talk about Fight Club. That is the first rule of Fight Club. Now, we're not really going to Fight Club today, but we are going to do a little bit of a disagreement with some people between morning versus evening walks. For you morning people, where, the early bird gets the worm, I've got some tips for you and some benefits of walking in the morning. And for us night peeps, don't worry, I got you covered there. I am a little bit nasally because I had a sneeze fest for some reason. You're going to start out at a warm-up pace, whether it's outside, whether it's on a track at the gym or a high school track, or even if you're mall walking or marching inside. Deep breath in through your nose. You're going to exhale through your mouth. And you're going to feel your joints waking up, just priming your body for this walking session. Another deep breath in, really fill up those lungs. Remember to relax your stomach. And then when you exhale, you want to tighten your stomach so you can get all that stale air out. Keep that breathing going, and you're going to connect your breathing to your steps. Sync yourself up a little bit. And we're going to bring ourselves into a more mindful state. So remember that we talked about how to incorporate mindfulness. We want to pull those same concepts into every single walk that we do. Now you can go a little bit faster, still warming up, but you can just start getting that heart rate going a little bit. You're going to keep your butt tight. You're going to keep your thighs strong. But you're going to relax your core, relax your upper body, relax your shoulders, shake out your hands. You're going to focus on one step at a time, 1 inch at a time, a mile at a time, step at a time, a day at a time. Keep that breathing going nice and smooth. Everything's relaxed. So if you're a morning person, this is going to make you happy, because morning walks are a really good and positive way to start your day. And you've probably noticed this. But when you work out later in the day, something tends to come up. So your plan is, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to work, I'm going to do this. And then 12 other things happen, and you can't get to the plan of the walking in the evening or the afternoon. So those who work out in the morning, go to class or walk, they tend to have a better stick with it rate, which is not really an official word, but we're going to go with it. They get it done, they get it over with, and then nothing else can come up in the way because that part of your day is already gone. But one of the great benefits of walking in the morning is that it boosts your mood, and it also helps you become more productive. It helps increase your focus, and getting that blood flow puts you in that state of productivity, and you're clear and you're ready to go and you're not as groggy. Hold on to that pace and deep breath in. In fact, let's just go a little faster. Why not? Just a little bit. You're still warming up, but, just kind of getting your body primed to move. It also helps you with your alertness, like we talked about. So a lot of times you wake up and we're groggy, but getting out there, fresh air, and especially if you get daylight or sunlight exposure, that really helps snap you out of that grogginess. And if you can make your morning walk a little brisker, it will really help with your focus and alertness throughout the whole day. If there is no sun, or if you're walking before even the sun comes up, you might want to think about getting a side lamp if it's the winter months where you tend to not get out as much and not get as much sun exposure, because that will also help reset your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock. But if there is light in the morning, getting out first thing is one of the best things you can do for yourself and for your day. Go a tad faster. We're still going to stay with the mindfulness. We're going to pay attention to our surroundings. Pay attention to any smells and feelings. Is there wind on your skin? Are your shoulders relaxed? What do you see? What are the colors? What is the foliage? Is there a cute dog? Is there a neighbor who has a really cool house? Pay attention to what's around you. Pay attention to the feelings. Also pay attention to textures. And pay attention to how you're feeling. Another deep breath in. So if you are that morning person, when you walk in the morning, you're starting your day with a healthy habit, which makes it easier to carry on those healthy habits throughout the whole day. And then look at it as a cornerstone for building your positive daily routine. So that is part of your cornerstone. It's a non-negotiable. You're going to walk in the morning, and then everything else will kind of piggyback off of that. And you're going to build more and more positive habits on top of that one. Now, for us nighttime peeps, there are many benefits to walking in the evening too. One of them is potential stress relief, because when you walk later in the day, you just start to reduce that stress or release that stress from the day. You can get away from anything that's been bothering you, and you just take that moment for yourself. You're getting oxygen, you're getting time for yourself, you're getting some exercise, you're lowering your stress levels, which will also help you unwind for the evening. Hold on to that speed, deep breath in and exhale. Okay, before I forget, because you know I will, at the halfway, if you've been listening now, you know that I will. At the halfway point, there will be a bell. So that bell just means that you can turn around if you want. If you want to continue walking, you can continue walking and pick up another episode on the way back or music on the way back. But it is there to let you know approximately where the halfway point is. Another deep breath in and exhale. And what would really be awesome is if you figure out if mornings or evenings work best for you. Post a picture again of your walk or your shoes or whatever you want to post, and with a hashtag walk talk with Helen, and let us know. Do mornings or evenings work better for you? That way all of us can see what you're doing. Now go a little faster. You're going to push it a little bit now. Still stay connected to your mindset, but feel how strong your legs are. Feel how good it feels to keep moving and just break away from everything that we've been through. It seems like these last few years have been really challenging. Just remind yourself that today you're farther than you were yesterday, and you're closer to where you want to be. Every day that you do something for yourself, every day that you walk, just gets you closer to whatever your goal is. Another deep breath in through your nose. Check in with your senses. What's going on around you? Are the birds singing? The dogs barking? If the air is fresh, take a deep breath in and just enjoy that fresh air. If it's crisp, if it's cold, feel some positivity in every step. It's kind of like fake it till you feel it, even if you're cranky, and I'm cranky often. Just get out there and smile or think some positive thoughts, and it's amazing how that changes your overall outlook. Another deep breath in. More benefits for us night people walking is it helps with an emotional release for the day. We need to wind down at night. And sometimes we just can't wind down. I know my brain does not shut off. I was awake till 4 last night, laying in my bed, pondering the world. And I could not shut my brain off because it had been raining, so I didn't go out for a walk in the evening. But it really helps give you that, a chance to release those pent-up emotions. And it gives you a sense of relief after a busy day. It also helps transition you into relaxation. So you're in work mode, you're in family mode, you're in dinner mode. You need that transition to help you rewind and get your mind ready for bed. Your transition to relaxation, that's going to really help you get better sleep. Now go a little bit faster. I want you to start being a little more uncomfortable. Another deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Pay attention to your feet. Are your toes gripping your shoes? If so, just try to relax those a little bit. I keep telling myself I need to speak slower because as I'm going through the podcast and listening, I see that I talk really fast like this, and I'm just like, am I sped up? I think I'm afraid I'm going to forget what I wanted to tell you, and then I talk really fast to get it all out, which is also why I interrupt people when they're talking, because I have to get it out before I forget. Hold on to that little bit uncomfortable pace now. For both morning and evening walkers, getting out and walking will benefit you whether you do it in the morning or in the evening, but it really helps sync those hormones like your cortisol, your stress hormone, and your melatonin, which helps signal it's time for bed. Everything will help balance whether you get out in the morning, in the light, or in the evening. So both have benefits. The most important thing is understanding your life, your preferences, and your energy. Because sometimes you just don't have the energy to get up early, or you don't have the energy to walk later in the day. And so pay attention throughout the day, like when do you feel the best? When do you feel the most energetic? Now, when we are tired and we're not feeling super energetic, going for a light, moderate walk will actually give you more energy. I usually say that exercise is the one thing you can spend and get more of, because if I spend more money, I'm not going to get more money, usually. So with exercise, the more you spend, the more you get. So in terms of energy, you spend that energy and then you get more back. But pay attention to where you feel the best and where you think you can be consistent. It's all about consistency. Now, feel a little boost. I want you to go faster, a little bit more of a push. But you still want to keep your upper body relaxed. Shoulders are still down away from your ears. Your legs are still strong. You're connecting with the ground. You're working in the mindfulness that we talked about the other day. Just enjoying a moment to feel your body moving. Our bodies are meant to move, and we don't move them enough. And our bodies really need this. They really need this time. Now let's think about, how are you going to fit walking into your schedule? Doesn't matter if you're a morning person or a night person. What is your work commitments? What are the daily activities? Like, when are the best times for you to go for a walk? Not just how you're feeling energetically, but what can you realistically commit to? What can you realistically do every day? Can you do mornings even though you're not a morning person? Does that work better for you? If you're, tend to be more sleepy at night, but that works out better in your schedule, maybe if you have kids and after they've gone to bed, is that what's going to be the best for you? You have to adjust the walking times to fit you, your life, your preferences, and whatever your schedule is. Hold on to that speed now. You want to be uncomfortable. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Roll those shoulders. You're going to do a little push before we start winding it down. Stay with it now. And if you're doing this indoors or you're doing some other form of exercise, you can even go up and down stairs. You can do some lunges. You can do different things just to get your heart rate up when we push. One of my favorite things to do is to write things down, like pen and paper, not so much on my phone because I can't see, my keyboard. Even if you can get a notebook for this whole challenge, and if something comes to you, just write down, like, where do you think you can fit in your walking? Where do you have the most energy? What works best in your schedule? As we talked about, I think yesterday or the day before, we talked about making a backup plan. So if you can't do it here, then that's your plan. Because if you have a backup plan, you're more likely to stick to it. If you don't have a backup plan, you're most likely just going to blow it off if it doesn't fit. And you can also break it up. You can break it up even 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at lunch, and 5 minutes before bed. Okay, that's not that much, but you know what? It's better than nothing. And it does get you out there and gets you more creative. Now we're going to back off the speed a little bit. Another deep breath in through the nose. Going to exhale through your mouth again. I think a cute little notebook would be actually the best thing to do, and you can take notes from your thoughts that you may have during this whole challenge, because this is going to get you started. That is the point of this, to get you started, get you out there, get you going, and then start to realize how good it feels to exercise, how good it feels to walk, because I forget how much I like to exercise, and I don't do it for a while. And I'm like, okay, well, when I do it, I feel so good. And I'm like, well, why did I stop? I don't know. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Hold on to just a rhythm. It's a little bit slower. Natural rhythm. Get into that zone. And take a moment as we're slowing down a little bit to appreciate where we are, appreciate what we have, appreciate what's around us, whether it's nature or whether we're in a city. Just look at the little things and find something on your walk that you can really appreciate, or that's neat, or that's cool, and that you normally wouldn't have noticed. Now, kids, they always see something, they're like, wow, look at that. When was the last time we were outside somewhere we go, wow, look at that? Probably a while ago. So find things that will wow you, because the more that you look forward to your walks, the more apt you are to stay with them. Ease it now into a slower pace. Still breathing. Feel the wind on your skin. If there's any birds singing, check in with those, listen. Stay in your mindful walking. Still going to have a strong, firm lower body. Shoulders are down. You're going to roll your shoulders backwards. Roll your shoulders forwards. Now, when you get back or when you're done, take just a few minutes to stretch out, especially your calves, the front of your thighs, your butt. Just get that lower body really stretched out. It's perfect to stretch when your muscles are warm. Every walk is like a time for yourself, and every walk is a small win. Every walk that you accomplish means that you've done something for yourself that you normally wouldn't. And all those little accomplishments, all those little wins will add up. Slow it down again now. Keep breathing, keep relaxing, and I'll see you tomorrow.